One banana, two banana, three banana, go. Four banana, five banana, six banana, show. Seven banana, eight banana, nine banana, potassium. It's the Banana Show!
Banana.
You guys, this is the Banana Show. I'm recording after not recording for a while, but you wouldn't know that unless I said it because of the order in which you will see things. Anyway, my name's Ann Van Epps. This is the Banana Show about love, dating, or whatever. Mostly whatever. And I'm here with, and I had to write it down, John Wlaysewsky.
We're off to a great start.
It's WL. I
know,
didn't even know what to do.
Can I tell you, that's not even the real name. They changed my grandfather's name at Ellis Island to that because that was easier. But
What?
yeah, it's
What
Wlaysewsky. Wlaysewsky.
Oh, these are the microphones. They can't
Wlaysewsky.
hear you unless you...
Yeah.
I wish I would have just sounded it out on my own, because when you said...
Try it again.
Wlaysewsky.
You know, that's better than I've gotten my whole life, to be honest with you.
What? It's the WL together with Wlaysewsky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that right?
No, but it's
Oh.
it's good though. I like it. I like everything.
Wlaysewsky. I like Wlaysewsky.
They used to call me Wlaysewsky when I was in grammar school, and Wlaysexy, and
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah,
I like
you
that
know.
one. Okay, so this is John Wlaysewsky. I messed it up. I'm just going to move on. Okay, he is Vietnamese,
I am.
but he's adopted.
That's
His
true.
Dad is Polish. Mom is Irish.
My middle name's Neil because my mom's last name is O'Neill.
Oh, I thought you were
Very
going to say
Irish.
because my mom likes Neil Young.
Oh yeah, or my
That's
mom
a-
likes to kneel, which is true actually because before
Wait. I have to finish the intro. I
Oh.
haven't gotten through it. Johnny, I can hear that.
Sorry.
I feel like there are bass drums happening.
This is a podcast studio.
It's become a
slash
producer
music
podcast now.
Studio combination. Okay, I'm here with John Wlaysewsky. He is a music producer, music director. He talks a lot. I learned from. He is a music producer. He also sings and plays the guitar in a band called Late Cambrian, and I thought his name was Cambrian at first, but it isn't. It's John, and he also loves to play the bass. Okay, and he just directed a play.
I music directed a show at the Bell House called Kevin McDonald's Superstar. Basically, Kevin McDonald from Kids in the Hall wrote a rock opera about his divorce.
You have to use your microphone.
And he asked me to music direct it. So I had to teach everyone all the songs and kind of keep it all together while we were there.
That's really impressive. What do you think, Noam?
No?
Oh, okay, yeah. He was impressed too.
Very
All right, so it's so crazy. So I met John at a book signing for Dave Hill, who I went to try to get Dave Hill to be on my show, and he's supposed to be on it, but I don't know if he actually is going to show up, so we'll see what happens. But it was just so crazy because I grew up, I loved Kids in the Hall.
Yeah.
And I was weird for liking it because nobody really knew about it because I'm past the generation that likes it or whatever. But I recognized...
You liked it after it was cool, not before it was cool.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes. Way after it was cool, I was just like a weird kid in Ohio, and I was just like, what is this? But I recognized Dave Foley at the opening. You guys were talking, and I was just like...
Yeah.
Holy shit, I know that guy, but I can't really figure out where I know him from, but I'm going to just stare at him until I figure it out. And then I recognized him and then looked up his name. And I left a really awkward voicemail on his phone because he gave me his phone number. He wrote it in my notebook. And I left him an awkward message. I didn't know what to say, really.
What'd you say?
I called him a silver fox, and I'm like, that probably crossed a line. Um, but I don't know. It doesn't really work in a voicemail message. I think if I said it in person in a joking voice, then it would be okay. But it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's in a voicemail, so you can't, like, when he, like, listens to it and reacts to it, you can't react to his reaction.
Yeah.
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 I just met him that day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I played him in the show. He was supposed to perform in the Kevin McDonald Superstar, and he couldn't do it. He had something else to do, but he was already on the posters. So Kevin McDonald asked me to play the part of Dave Foley. So anytime Dave Foley had lines, I had to say them, and I also sang 2 songs as Dave Foley. Yeah.
Wait, so did you just like wear his glasses?
I wanted to like put on I wanted to create a Dave Foley mask and put it on whenever I was playing him.
Yeah, that would be funny.
But then the whole thing, like, we only had one rehearsal the night before. So I was like, that's like just adding extra stuff on top of stuff. Like, we don't even.
You could also have like what is it called? Printed out a picture of his head, blown it up, pasted onto a paper plate.
Mm-hmm.
Tape that to a popsicle stick and just put it in front of your face with a hole cut out for your mouth so you could still.
This is a really good point.
Yeah,
probably should have done that while holding a guitar and playing.
Or you could have taped the popsicle stick to your lapel or clipped it.
No, this is a good idea. I could use a binder clip.
Yeah, binder clip.
Clip it to my forehead. Just use my skin to
it. That's out.
But yeah, I literally just met him before you met him because he was there, and I was like, I played you in the Kevin McDonald show, and we just talked a little bit about him being on Fargo season 5.
I just started watching Fargo.
Yeah, he's in that.
We started watching it from season 1 because I had seen the show sort of before, but I watched it with my sister, and she does this thing where if she's watching a show, she'll ask you if you want to watch with her as like a thing you do together, but she doesn't start from the beginning. She starts wherever she's starting. She
wants someone there while she has her own experience. And you just get to be there and ask that question. I get it. Yeah.
So I've only seen like half of episode 3, you know, just like that 20 minutes until she fell asleep of season 2.
It's a good place to jump in. Like half of episode 3, just start there.
Yeah.
No, because that gives you something to discover. You have no idea how anyone got where they got.
Yeah, it's
so I really like season 2.
We just started watching season 2.
Season 2 is masterpiece, I think. But
in season 1, I really fell in love with Lester as a character. We were like, he's such a great actor to be like a mastermind and be.
Oh, is that Billy Bob?
No, it's the other guy.
The other one, the Hobbit.
The mumbling Hobbit.
From the mumbling Hobbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister calls him a Hobbit too.
How come I can't remember his name? I just think of him as like the Bilbo from the Hobbit.
Is that the same guy? That's what my sister said.
I think it is, and isn't he? He's also it's him. That's him.
Oh, okay. Well, they call him just a little guy on the show. You're like,
that's funny because he's kind of playing little guy. Yeah, I didn't see the first season.
You should see it. It's really good. I missed
it. At
least
least the 20 minutes of season 3 you love. So that 20-minute part that you saw.
Yeah.
That part's great.
Well, this is season 1 I'm talking about, which we just watched, and now we're watching season 2.
Awesome.
And Johnny developed a Minnesota accent, and he keeps using it on strangers.
That's cool.
He can't hear us, but I don't think he has headphones on.
So like the Fargo accent from the movie, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, what is the one thing they always say? Okay then, or what's the other one?
Okay.
You betcha. You betcha. No, it's not that. It's like, hold on, let me. Well, is it Johnny? What's the thing you say?
About
the Minnesota accent at the end of.
Oh, don't you know?
Oh, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Yeah.
Oh, don't you know?
Yeah. Don't you know?
You betcha.
You betcha.
You darn tootin'.
He had a client before this, and he was talking in that voice, and she wasn't saying anything, and I'm like, I don't know if she realized.
She didn't know you were doing a bit?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, because like you don't want to be like you're doing a bit, and they're like, no, that's very offensive. This is what I sound like. Don't accent shame me.
Exactly.
It's funny because Johnny's Dominican and black and Spanish, and he's speaking in this like super dorky accent.
That's great.
So you don't expect.
I kind of like it actually. Like thinking of you speaking like that's awesome.
Yeah.
He did it at the diner today. And
Midwestern flavor.
Yeah.
But
so where I got my humble beginnings in these terrible accents was watching Making a Murderer.
Oh God.
And,
yeah. Brendan Dassey.
Yes, and it's him exactly, and they're cross-examining him, and they're like, "And where did you come up with these ideas?" I don't know. Kiss the girls.
That's totally true. I really think that if they make a TV movie about Brendan Dassey, I think Paul Dano should play him. But that's the first person that came to mind. He has the same kind of moon face aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back, you guys, to the Banana Show. John is a music producer, so is my partner, Johnny. They have the same name, and they're both music producers.
Something about...
So I feel like they could maybe be best friends. I don't know.
It's true. It's true. I need a new best friend.
I actually used to have 2, and I have 0 now, and that's how I like it. But I don't think Johnny has the best friend. I don't know what his stance on it is. So.
You had 2 best friends.
Yeah.
What happened?
Why
is it their fault? What happened? What did they do?
Nothing. I mean, well, one of them pretty bad. I'd rather not talk about it. But but the other one, I just don't really like her that much. I feel like she pushed the best friendage on me.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I told her I didn't want to have one after what happened with the other person. I was like, I'm good. And she's like, but Ann, what about me? And I'm like, I just didn't really ever confirm it, but then she kept pushing, so I had to tell her, no thanks.
Yeah, I had a best friend in grammar school, best friend in high school, a different best friend in college, and then no best friends after that, and they were all just like acquaintances now.
Yeah,
Sometimes people just get you through a period, and then you're like, I think that was it.
Yeah, I've been really like, I used to be more like Bernie Bridgie, but now I just kind of, things just fall off. I don't really...
You were Bernie bro.
I was Bernie bro.
You were Bernie Bridgie bro.
Yeah, now I'm like, I don't know, whatever. But I
get that.
Yeah, last year I remember I actually went on a date with this guy, and he was like, "Ann, you really treat your friends like I would treat like a wife or a girlfriend," and I was like, "Ooh, that's creepy. I don't want to come off in that way." So I was.
What did he see you do in front of friends that he was like, "Wow, you're really treating them like a wife"?
What
did you do?
I didn't even. I just told him.
Making them food. You have a kiss the cook apron on, and you were like. Like, what were you doing? That was like, you're very wifey to your friends.
I don't know. I think I just told him about, I don't know, being friends with somebody, whatever.
Yeah.
But I just decided, I was like, people have said things like that before, but less rude.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm going to really try hard and look for a boyfriend or a forever someone person.
Yeah.
Because I was single for a while, and I'm like, I really want to be with somebody. So I found Johnny.
Where'd you find him?
I can tell you a fun story, really, a quick fun story.
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I was really tired of online dating. It just sucks. I just don't like it. I never meet anybody on there.
What were you using?
Hinge. Yeah, but it really doesn't matter, honestly, you know.
I heard about Hinge from a friend, and I was like, it seems like it's online dating for like long-term relationships, right? That's their marketing. Instead of like this is a hookup, it's like this is a long-term thing.
I guess.
It's like a hinge on the door, or is that?
I don't know.
Like you're opening the door to my heart. Is that what the hinge is?
I don't know. I never really overly observed the name before.
Okay. So you were sick of that.
I'm sick of that, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna really try and meet someone in person.
Okay.
So I met. One thing is I'm not really into white guys. I like guys that are different races. They're just more interesting to me. But I met 4 guys. It's more just like what I'm attracted to.
Of course, it's like not something you can help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually a guy that I was with looked too much like me, and he broke his back and was in the hospital, and the nurse thought that we were brother and sister.
Oh my God.
And we both have pale skin and red hair, and I was just like, ugh, gross.
So when you guys were kissing, he was like, "This is the strangest relationship I've ever seen between a brother and sister."
She did wonder why I was laying in bed with him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So anyway, I went out, because like doing stand-up comedy, you go out and perform a lot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I went out 4 nights in a row, and I met somebody every night, and on the 4th night, I met Johnny. He was the last one in the series.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But it just, I wasn't expecting to meet anybody. I had like the longest, worst day of my life. And then I was supposed to perform on the show, and it was an all-music show.
Oh, cool.
Punctuated with a comedian at the end at like 11 o'clock at night. And
so music, comedian.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Like, sorry about all that music. You can laugh now.
It was weird because it was at a place where a lot of people don't speak English.
Whoa,
so
okay.
Not everyone could hear what I was saying.
Yeah.
But Johnny was doing the sound, and he was in the band before me, and we like.
Oh, cool.
There was a moment where we made eye contact and smiled at each other. And that was like
how it started.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
It's like, hello, nurse.
And then you like really liked his Midwestern accent. And you were like, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Appreciate this Fargo-esque communication style.
It was funny that night. He kept talking about, kept making abortion jokes and talking about a cum towel.
Yeah, that's a keeper. Sure. No, you got come in heavy, because you got to put that out there. Well, if the abortion does come later, you might be like, hey, I don't like that. And he's like, oh, but this is our 3rd date. Like, I knew you didn't like abortion jokes. We would have ended it on day 1. So.
He has a dark sense of humor, but it was him and one other guy and me, and we were all walking to the diner together after the show. And they were kind of just saying one funny thing after another and building on it, and then I would just chime in something at a time, like sometimes.
Yeah.
But they knew we had known each other a while, and I just met him, so anyway, it was fun. Okay, let's move forward.
If you use a cum towel, you don't need an abortion, but okay, that's fine.
There was like 2 separate thoughts.
No, I'm just saying, like those 2 things do.
Okay, so you guys, this is the banana show.
Banana.
Give me your hand.
Oh, I'm reaching for my banana. Here. It's the banana show.
That was good. That was a good joke. I thought you were reaching for my bananas, what he said. That was funny. Okay, John.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you a serious question, Wink. Okay. You ready? Okay. So the show is about love, dating, or whatever. I've been reading about dating in the 1950s because I just, for the show, research, And one thing that I read, which is really weird, is it said getting proposed to was as easy as cooking a chicken.
Wait, who said this?
It was like in a
magazine
in the 1950s.
Oh.
And then, like...
I'm assuming a woman said that in the 1950s. If a man said that, it would be like, that was very difficult. He's like, getting married was like cooking a chicken. I can't cook.
Well, okay, and then... It's like, but this is like even up to the early 2000s. There was something called the engagement chicken recipe that Ina Garten created.
I want to know about this right now. I need to make the engagement chicken recipe.
Well, apparently, okay, the sensational aromas arouse your senses into proposing, apparently. So it's like that age-old thing, like, oh, if she can cook...
Yeah.
I want to put a ring on it. I don't know. What are your thoughts about that?
You're asking what my thoughts are on 1950s relationship advice.
Well, it's just so weird because I read something that they're like, they've been saying this since 1980, but it's actually since the 1950s.
My thoughts on that is I think everyone should know how to cook. Because what are you, just waiting to find someone to cook for you if you're a man? That doesn't make any sense. I do all the cooking in the household.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, me and my partner have been together for 13 years.
Oh, wow.
We're not married. I'm just like, we're eventually going to be common law at this point. We just live together,
yeah,
you know, and but I do a lot of the cooking. I'd say I do 90% of the cooking.
What's the number one thing you enjoy making?
I make a chicken rice with caramelized onions and peppers. Really good.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's really good. I like cooking because like I have a whole bunch of other shit going on. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a whole bunch of other fucking shit going on, and it's and like cooking is like, okay, this one task. It's all you have to think about. So it's like an empty brain almost when you're cooking. Whereas the rest of the time it's just this. So it's like a meditation. It's like 45 minutes of my life where I'm not doing anything else. So
yeah,
I think everyone should try it.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I do the dishes because it's something you have to do that sucks, but I use it for my brain. I like to do it in quiet, and then my brain can just think about whatever. And then if somebody interrupts me, and then I'm like, oh, I was actually busy, man, like in my brain.
No, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
You know, getting engaged was like doing the dishes, you know? That's the 50s, you know, they really got it together.
I guess like women in the 50s meditated a lot because they were always cooking and cleaning.
Yeah, they were in a constant state of existential despair, so meditation would help.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember my mom told me that I can't remember, I want to say it was her friend's mom had shortened hamstrings from vacuuming in high heels her whole life.
Whoa.
So, and she had the same pair of high heels. It was like she had 10 pairs of the same shoe all the time because like, and then she tried to start wearing like sneakers and her hamstrings were so short.
Because her feet were up like this the whole time.
Yeah.
She's like a living real Barbie.
Yes,
oh
exactly, yeah.
Flat feet! Yeah. Like in the movie. Oh my god, so it really shortened her hamstrings.
Yeah.
This is like reverse foot binding. This is like the white person foot binding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, totally. Whoa, that's wild shit.
I know.
I would say anyone out there, regardless, don't wear high heels while you vacuum. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
In my family, plantar fasciitis runs in the family.
I've heard of that. Is that a foot thing?
Yeah, it's a foot thing.
Okay. I have flat feet.
I do too.
My feet grow a half a size when I step down. They go from 10 to 10 and a half.
Whoa, for real?
Yeah, because the the arch flattens out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So these are 10 and a halves, but like when I'm like this, my feet are here, and then when I step down.
I didn't used to be able to. I used to have a pair of shoes that were just like that same style.
Yeah.
And it would felt like my foot was suffocating. I stopped wearing them.
Yeah, I'm into that, so it's works for me. It's actually my feet.
I love it when my feet are suffocating.
Autoerotic foot fetish. Like, it feels really good to choke my feet. I always have to rub lemons on my toes so I stay awake though.
Wait, what's that?
When you do autoerotic asphyxiation, you put a lemon in your mouth so that you don't pass out. You bite down on it so that it keeps you from actually dying and choking to death. I know that from reading about it, not from actually doing it.
Oh, okay.
Because my thing's a foot thing. It's not like that.
Okay, I'm going to go a little bit dirty because this is...
Sick.
And then you can tell me something.
Also, I apologize if I've been looking at the camera too much. I'm not used to being on camera, so I was like looking at it, and I realized I must look like a crazy person.
No, I want you... I have to remember to look forward.
Oh, okay.
I always look to
well, then maybe I'm doing the right thing. But anyway, maybe I'm looking at you guys too much. Is it weird that I'm looking right at you?
No, it's good.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my self-conscious. I just came out for a second. I was like, I've been looking at the camera a lot. You haven't been looking. And I was like, I wonder if I'm supposed to be looking at you.
Yeah, I forget that there's a camera there.
That's good.
Yeah.
It means that you're dissociating and not here.
Yeah. Well, also, like, I know you can look directly at it to get comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm better. All right. Okay, so I was watching some of my old stand-up, and I was like, oh my god, that's so hilarious. I'm going to do it again, because I haven't done it in so long. Okay, so here's...
Stand-up.
Stand-up comedian.
You haven't done it in a while.
No, I have done it. I just haven't done this joke.
Okay, good. Yay. Okay.
And I tweaked it a little bit. Okay, so this one thing I have to say, because Johnny said it, it's hilarious.
Okay.
This is TMI. I mean, it all is. It's fine.
I'm excited.
Okay, so Johnny was like, Anne, you should rub my meat-shaped lamp, and I'll grant you 3 children. That makes me laugh. Okay.
That's really good.
Yeah, he thought of that. Johnny thinks of a lot of funny stuff, but then I'm the only one that hears it. And I
like that a lot. That's really
just
funny.
Take it. I have to use some of the instruments. It's the moving on whistle.
3 magic children?
No, I don't have a plan.
No.
Probably have one before I get too old. Okay.
Probably rubbed his lamp with the cum sock. Just shine it up.
Oh,
good
idea.
I like it. That was good. That was good.
So that's one.
Okay.
And then the other one, that's something new. But this is, okay, so I want to get, I'm trying to be more kinky in the bedroom.
Okay.
And so I was thinking for our 6-month anniversary is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking about doing a backwards blowjob. Which is the guy is on all 4s and then he brings his penis backwards through his legs.
Okay.
And then you're behind him and it's supposed to be better. Okay, so that's one part. But I was reading
It puts your nose right in his butthole though, unless you're upside down.
That's part of the joke.
Oh.
But I'm
sorry.
I'm not gonna do that part right now, so it's fine.
Okay.
But you're right, I know. But I was reading this blog called Bad Girls Blog.
Okay.
And they give you like tips on how to give a perfect blowjob.
Okay.
So these are the instructions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Step 1, kiss the tip. I think that's a good start. Okay. Step 2, hold the shaft and the base. Step 3, break it in half and see if candy falls out.
Oh my God.
I like if you were to break someone's penis in half, what candy do you think would come out? I'll go first. And
yeah, you go first.
I think Skittles because I want to actually taste the rainbow, see what that's like. Okay, your turn.
I would say Charleston Chew.
Ow! Doesn't it like break all your teeth off?
You don't have to eat it frozen, even though it says to on the wrapper. So if you just leave it out, it's like nice and bushy, and it's kind of like a taffy-ish thing.
What
so maybe
flavor is it?
They come in chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry.
I
like
like
a Neapolitan
how you said
ice
the
cream.
word strawberry.
Strawberry? Did I say it like Brooklyn?
You said strawberry.
Strawberry?
Yeah, you should use your...
Strawberry? So, strawberry? Strawberry?
Strawberry.
Okay.
That's how I say it.
Oh.
No,
Are you from New York?
No,
I grew
I'm
up
from
here.
Ohio.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi. Oh.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm from New York, so every once in a while, if I talk about being from New York, the Brooklyn accent comes out.
If I talk
and I'm like, hey,
like
strawberry.
I'm from New York.
What's an Ohio accent?
I guess we say our A's differently.
Okay, so say, I read about how to give the perfect blowjob in Ohio.
I read about how to give the perfect blowjob.
Just sounds like just a voice.
Yeah, there's no A's.
There's no Ohio accent.
There is an overpronunciation of A's, but it could be a subtle A.
Okay.
So an example is my teacher, civics teacher in high school, who I hated. He would always sit on a high stool and show everyone his large ball area and unbutton the top button, letting his hair come out at the top. I was like, ew, please stop. But he also was like on the graduation committee or something for us, and he introduced me as Ann Cat Van Epps. Like,
I get it.
The
A's. The A's.
Cat. But it's like
Van
he
Epps.
really overpronounced it, but it's more subtle.
Yeah.
Cat. It's like some people say cat.
Do you say cat?
I don't say cat, but I say cat.
Cat.
It's just a slight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't even know how to do it, honestly. I'm trying to think of a word that
Masturbation.
Masturbation? That just doesn't sound
I
right.
was masturbating.
I was masturbating all night.
I was masturbating all night to George Clooney and I don't know. That's an old reference. I'm so sorry.
On and I was
Who do people-
masturbating.
Masturbating to Zac Efron. How about that? Zac
Efron. Zac
Efron.
Zac from, I don't know. What? I'm trying to think of who was the one guy that just is Willy Wonka now?
Timothy Chalamet?
Timothy Chalamet. I was masturbating to Timothy Chalamet.
Oh yeah, and Call Me By Your Name.
My mom did make
He masturbates with the peach.
Oh, I don't
Timothy Chalamet.
I don't remember that.
You know what? Those Wonka trailers look god awful, but all the critics are saying it's actually good.
I just saw a commercial where the chocolate chips are floating, and it made me want to eat chocolate chips. Is that the goal for the movie?
If the goal of the movie trailer was to make you eat totally unrelated chocolate chips that don't help the movie succeed, then it succeeded. But yeah, exactly. It just makes you hungry, but not hungry for Tim Cham as Willy Wonka.
How can I make chocolate chips float? That's the bigger... You're a cook. Can you tell me? Or...
Yeah, ice cream, soda, and then put chocolate chips in it. You have chocolate chips float.
Oh, in the water, not in air. I was thinking
like a root beer float, like a chocolate chips float.
That was a clever play on words.
Yeah, either it was too clever or just not funny. Like you didn't react to.
Oh, it reminded me of the snow globe drink. Have you seen that?
You shake it and it's got little things in it.
It's you put water on the bottom of like a fluteless wine glass.
Oh.
And you freeze it. Or sorry, you put the water in.
Okay.
You put a piece of rosemary upside down. You freeze it.
Okay.
You put the water, like seltzer water in or whatever, alcohol, but it also has to have seltzer water in it.
Did you say seltzer?
Yes.
Is that Ohio?
It might be.
Okay.
Seltzer water.
Oh, you said seltzer with a Z. A Z. You said seltzer.
Seltzer.
I drink seltzer after I masturbate to Zac Efron.
I like to drink my seltzer after I masturbate.
To Zac Efron.
To Timothy Chalamet.
Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
So the guy who directed Willy Wonka directed Paddington 1 and 2, and those are delightful.
Oh.
Paddington.
Paddington. I totally have ADHD, and so there is a snow globe drink. You could try it. Okay, it's good. But anyway, I want to tell you a quick Paddington thing.
Okay.
I was in the Macy's Thanksgiving parade one year, and at the end of the balloons, we had to have a balloon.
What were you doing?
I was
I thought you were gonna tell me you were Paddington.
I wasn't Paddington.
Okay.
I was holding one of the strings that were connected
Holy
to a
crap,
balloon.
that's rad. Which balloon?
Yeah, it's Ronald McDonald. I didn't get to pick it. You don't get to pick.
Oh.
They were making us say one side of the group. They're like, we had to say one thing, one side the other to like, what is it called? Rev us up to do the job, and they're like, Ronnie.
McDonald.
You say McD.
Ronnie, McD.
Wait, I say Ronnie and you say McD.
Go for it.
Ronnie.
McD.
I'm loving it. And then we say I'm loving it together.
Oh, okay, try it again.
Okay.
Try it again.
Ronnie.
McD. Paddington.
I'm loving it.
No, I'm loving it. Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
Okay, so then that was, and then...
So at the end of it, like, I was just standing, you're not supposed to do this, but I was standing in the middle where, as the balloons were coming, and you just stand in the middle, all the people go around you, and then there's just a balloon that goes right over your head. And I did that for Paddington and Hello Kitty.
And you're not supposed to do that?
Yeah, you're not
supposed to. What do you mean? You're supposed to just leave the area?
I was supposed to be helping take the air out of the Ronald McDonald balloon, but I was like, I'm doing this for free. I don't want to do that, so I didn't.
So it was kind of like volunteer. Did you get like a shirt for the parade, like a cool Macy's?
You have to. Well, you had to wear a onesie, and mine was yellow. My sister got to wear a black one. I was jealous because I'm like, she gets to wear a better color.
But she not doing Ronald because Ronald's like yellow.
She was, but she got a better position on the float too. But she used to work at Macy's as a video producer.
Oh. Yeah,
and so me and my mom and her, we got to be in the parade.
That's rad.
Yeah. So it was really cool because I got to see the parade without being covered with the crowd.
Yeah, for sure. And you're in there. You're like
close.
in the street, and
yeah,
you know.
I was kind of scary.
Nick Heart Disease himself is floating above you.
Like, yeah, so many people kept yelling, "Get me a burger!" I was like, "It's not my job.
That's not my job."
It was fun.
Ronald's a fascist. Whatever they were yelling at the.
Yeah, everybody wanted us to give them burgers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, it makes sense, I guess.
I think that the people who are holding the McDonald's float should also be throwing Big Macs at the audience.
Yeah, and like not connected by a toothpick, just openly throwing
just open,
them.
just
the lettuce separate.
Yeah,
they have to catch the separate ingredients to form their own burger.
If you stand in just the right place with your mouth open, you might get a Big Mac. But most people don't get a Big Mac; they just get whatever.
I guess
whatever lands on their face.
They could be wrapped.
Yeah,
that's a nice.
That's what I was picturing.
I wasn't.
You were picturing them just throwing the extra. I worked at McDonald's when I was in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was it?
It's hilarious. It was hilarious.
Did you like steal a fry all the time?
It's so harmless. That's very cute. You're like, did you steal a fry? There was one time when a lady brought back a fry thing, and she had gotten to the bottom, and there was a dead roach in it.
What happened? Did she sue? Or?
No. I offered her free fries.
Oh.
Because when you eat an entire thing of fries and you find a roach, you're like, you know what would make me feel better? More fries. But it did. It made her feel better.
Cool.
It was just down there like I had someone had put fries on it and like burned it alive with hot oil.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, and then another time someone was mopping and they tripped and the powdered bleach they were using to mop landed in the fry vat. And he didn't tell anyone because he didn't want to get fired.
Oh my
so there was like a good hour where people were coming back to me saying, "These fries taste like bleach." So a new employee like poisoned like 100 people while I was there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Working at McDonald's is crazy. When you took your break, you had a choice of either 2 cheeseburgers or a 9-piece McNugget. But I would make myself a Big Mac, but I would put the quarter pounder meat on it. So it was like a half a pound Big Mac. You just make your own lunch, like whatever.
That's fun.
And I would make crazy shit. And I was like, why not?
What is another crazy thing you made? Did you ever make it healthy? Couldn't possibly be healthy.
No, there's nothing healthy there. I will say that when I worked at McDonald's, you had to make the eggs. They weren't like just like in a bag to be microwaved like they are now.
Oh, interesting.
So there was this weird square thing that had like teeth coming down, and it was hollow in the middle, and you would break all these eggs into it on the grill and put the thing on it and run like this, and it would make 4 equal scrambled eggs. You pick it up, and there'd be 4 scrambled eggs in a perfect square.
Wow.
Yeah, I did a lot of that kind of weird shit.
I wouldn't do that. That sounds
it was kind of crazy. Yeah. They made the way they treated food like like an assembly line, like you were putting a car together, and that's how your intestines feel about McDonald's too, like you've eaten a car, basically. So when you eat all that stuff, it doesn't feel good.
There is a guy that said that he ate his car so that he wouldn't be arrested for drunk driving. That's what it made me think of. But I can't remember.
A lot to unpack about that story.
I almost didn't say it because I don't want to unpack it. I just want to say it and then look it up later.
Yeah, let that float out there, but I'm going to assume that guy's from Florida. That's a Florida man, right? Have you ever gone on Google and typed in your birthday and Florida man?
No.
Because there's an article for every birthday.
Oh.
Mine was a guy got in a fight. He got arrested because he punched someone out, tried to steal his porcupine or something like that. My birthday's August 2nd, and I typed in August 2nd Florida man. So if you go on Google and type in, you should do that. Type in your birthday.
Okay.
And Florida man. I want to know what sort of wild Florida man crime happened on your birthday.
Birthday, Florida man.
Yeah. It's like.
I'll do it later.
Yeah.
That's not what the show's about. Okay, we're almost done.
I thought it was about love.
Yeah.
That's love. Oh, it's whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Okay, let's move on then.
I'm getting tired. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I'm exhausting.
No, you're not. I don't know. Yesterday was a long day, I think. Okay, so you're wearing a hat. Is there something underneath or?
No, it's completely empty. No, there's nothing under.
What if there is no hair, no head?
What if there's no head? You can just see in.
You could just see the brain.
Yeah. There's a little alien sitting up there controlling this whole thing right now.
Yeah. I in like 5th grade or something.
Yeah.
I had a Jello mold to look like a brain.
That's cool.
Yeah, and we made a creamy watermelon to look like a pink creamy
brain. Creamy watermelon. Jello?
Brain Jello.
Nice.
It was for a science project.
That's what I have up here. I have creamy watermelon brain Jello.
You're like, whenever I get hungry and need a snack, I literally just eat my own brain. And then I get smarter.
Do you ever have a good or a bad hair day? Today was like it was like an okay hair day, but not good enough for like a podcast. So I put this hat on.
Oh, okay.
It's sitting weird.
With my hair, I need a haircut.
Yeah.
Heavy sigh. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. Do you cut your own hair?
No, I usually get it cut once a year.
you seem self-conscious about that fact. I cut my own hair.
Oh. Yeah. Do you cut other people?
I just shave it around the side, so my hair is shaved on the side, and then it's very long. It goes down to about here.
Oh, that's like Johnny.
Yeah. So my hair is pretty long, but I have it up in like a bun right now. But it looks kind of weird. Like when you shave the sides and then you have like hair on top, there are days when you look like a serial killer. It's just it sits really strange. So you have to like put it up or like work on it. And
I know Johnny has been called a hot lesbian with his hair. He's like, should I cut my hair? And I'm like, no, never.
Don't cut your hair, you hot lesbian.
Define you.
Yeah. Then hot lesbian's good. That sounds good.
Yeah.
They're not like, like an ugly lesbian.
Yeah.
It's hot lesbian.
Right. It's hot lesbian.
Just take it.
Yeah.
Take it. Gotta take it when it shows up.
Right.
Someone tells me you look like a sexy Mr. Sulu from Star Trek, and I'm like, fine, I don't care.
Yeah, go
Whatever.
for it. Yeah. So,
holla,
you said you're a guitarist and you sing, but you prefer the bass. Is there a reason why you like bass better?
It's not that I like it better. I've just been doing it less, so it's like still,
Fun.
it's like still, I'm still finding stuff.
Oh,
There's a lot to learn. I've been playing guitar for like 25 years.
Oh, I was thinking about trying to play.
Playing bass like 10 years. So it's like still like, there's things that are like to discover and there's something about the low end in a song. Yeah. You can remove the guitar and then the bass and drums can just keep it going still. People will still dance.
Oh,
If you remove the bass, people are going to be like, what happened? It's like the lights going on at a club.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Take the bass out of at the club, take the bass out, watch what happens.
I've been watching a lot of bands lately since I met Johnny, and I love live music, and I'll just go see stuff randomly, like people I've never heard of. I'll just discover new stuff.
That's right.
And the other night I went out and saw this variety show, and the bass player was so good.
Nice.
Like, he was really into it. You could really hear the bass, because sometimes I feel like you can't really hear it.
I can see that. It's like sometimes the registers are so low, it's just more like a feeling.
Yeah, or the bass player is just pretending to play.
Maybe he wasn't plugged in. So if the bass player's really into it, then he's not plugged in.
Really?
Because usually they're just like...
Well, this guy was really into it, and I could hear him, so...
Maybe he's playing to a track. Maybe he wasn't actually playing.
No, he was.
No, I know. I'm just messing around.
It was at Young Ethel's, so...
Okay.
I don't know if you ever go there.
I'm just messing around. If the bass player who's at that show is watching, it sounds like you're awesome.
I didn't say the show name. I didn't say the band. I actually don't know the name.
You don't know where you were.
I didn't know where I was, what time, what place. I could have been in another dimension.
It's true. There are a lot of multiverses now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that seems to be the thing.
I really do think this, and it's okay if you don't think it, but I just have a feeling. I just feel like the time before the pandemic and the time after, it feels so different. I feel different. I just feel like there's another dimension that's just slightly different, and we're in it. So.
So, is this do we spell the Berenstain Bears in this dimension EIN or AIN?
I grew up thinking it was Berenstein.
Me too.
So
we're in the same dimension. And then I looked it up, and it's Stain.
Yeah.
And I was shook, because I was like,
too.
What?
Yeah.
There's no way.
I know, that's what I thought.
I've been calling it Berenstein and Berenstein my whole life. Yeah. I have like memories of it.
I just wish that I had like those books still, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Maybe my parents have them in the attic. That's a good point. But in our multiverse, it was EI.
Yeah.
It's not that AI shit. I don't know about that.
I know.
I feel so weird about it.
Berenstain just sounds weird.
It's gross.
Yeah, I don't want to
Berenstain Bears.
know about what they did in the bathroom.
Yeah. No Berenstain Cumreg and whatever.
Yeah.
Berenstain. You left a Berenstain in here. Yeah. At least the other one's more like a German beer. Hand me that Berenstein.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like big, nice glass mug.
Yeah.
Not a Berenstain.
I feel like there's an altered dimension right now where conversation is happening, except you stayed sitting here.
Yeah.
I stayed sitting there.
And we both remember Stain, spelled S-T-A-I-N.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're complaining about Stein. Like, what is this?
Yeah, what is this? Beer?
Alcoholic bears?
Yeah, what are they?
Assholes. I hate them. No, I'm just kidding. I loved the Berenstain Bears when I was a kid.
I liked it too. Yeah.
They taught me family values that I don't follow. I love it. It's great. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't even remember that part of it. Yeah. Well, you guys, this has been the banana show. I didn't get to, you're supposed to.
What did I do?
You do this when the other person's talking for too long. You're supposed to do that, and if it's boring, like.
You didn't tell me.
I know, I didn't.
But you weren't boring. Was I boring? Did you feel like doing it?
No.
I did that once when you walked over there.
It's fun to do.
Okay.
You can do it if
I do love this.
It's really fun.
Vibra slaps.
Oh, I've been doing it longest the whole time.
Yeah, it's like a really aggressive rattlesnake.
Yeah.
He's like, you know. But it's kind of like if you're gonna wag that much, you're trying to get attention. You're not trying to scare me. Like rattlesnakes usually do that to be like, hey, watch out.
Yeah.
But if you do it that loud, you're kind of like, look at me.
Yeah, I kind of want to tell you one more thing because it reminded me of what.
Yeah, go for it.
So, over the summer, me and my friend went to the Catskills to perform. I did like a 45-minute set.
Oh wow! Okay.
It's pretty cool. And
Catskills. On
the way there, our no internet all of a sudden, so we like didn't know where we were going, and I was freaking out. We went up into this, I guess, mountain.
Okay.
And he was like, I think this is the way. We ended up at these apartments that were just one big house, but like separated. And it was like this big white guy and these two children. It was very hillbilly. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Maybe I am because I'm white. They're all white, you know. And he looked really mean. And my friend is black. And I was like, we looked at each other and I was like, don't worry, I'll get out just in case, you know. So I talked to him and he was like the nicest guy. It was really weird. And then all of a sudden there was this rattlesnake on the lawn. It was like this hill and it's just rattlesnake. And it's this big ass snake. It was poisonous. And then these two little kids, they were probably like 4 and 5 or something. They just kept trying to go up and touch it. And the rattlesnake is shaking the rattle.
You're blowing my mind.
And it's surreal.
You know, I assumed rattlesnakes weren't in like the Northeast. I thought they were
like... It was the kind that...
Yeah, that's
and
wild.
it was like aggressive.
I feel like it's a pet.
No, it wasn't.
It was just there?
Well, we were surrounded by the woods, and then there was just this apartment complex, like row of apartments just in this row in a parking lot. So the guy is like trying to tell us where to go, and he's also convinced that no comedy festival is happening. Like he was like, I've never heard of that. I don't think it's real. I think you guys are just making it up.
We don't laugh in the Catskills. There is no way that there's any comedy here.
Yeah, and it turns out it was happening. I'm like, I know. I'm like, you're not going to convince me. I'm like, who are you anyway? So there's this snake, and it's like coming after these kids. The kids kept trying to touch it. The guy is like brutally yelling at them. And then in a kind voice, trying to explain to us how to get to this made-up comedy show. And then out of nowhere, this woman who's wearing like layers of clothing and an apron, just like patchwork together clothing, comes out of the woods with this long stick, scoops up the snake with the stick, is cackling, and walks off into the woods with the snake on the stick.
Oh my god.
And
I think I know what happened.
Just happened.
I have an idea about what's going on there.
She had sex with the snake? I'm just kidding.
I really think we finally hit a breakthrough on this show.
Okay.
The fact that that's what your brain went to when I said that. Like, we've just opened a whole Pandora's box of rattlesnake.
It's the banana snake show. It's the snake show. It's the alternative.
Whoa, it has a tone.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
So I think that they were religious people, and they were doing that snake charming thing in the woods, where they're like Baptist preachers, and they like, put the snake back in the box kind of thing, and it got out.
Interesting.
And she came to get it, and she was cackling, and she was going to bring it back to the church, where some priest was going to I'm going to put my head in this snake and it won't bite me. Oh my God, call 911. That's exactly what was going to happen. And then there would be death. And it's fine.
Well, it was really insane.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I got back into the car, and the two little kids were trying to get into the car with me, which was really psychotic.
Everything you're saying is just leading me to believe that you accidentally stumbled into a weird rattlesnake cult, like a religious cult.
Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. But the weird thing to me was the kids might have been older. They were just malnourished or something because they were so skinny.
Yeah, they only feed the rattlesnake. They don't feed the kids. Yeah.
But I was just they were climbing on the car, and I just pushed the button to roll up the window slowly. And I was like, Chris, just drive, just hurry up and let's get out of here. I don't even care. We just gotta get out of here.
See, and the other thing about your story that's weird is everyone, when you think of comedy and people going to do comedy, they're like, oh, I played the Catskills. It's known for comedy. I'm totally serious.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's
is
there a casino up there or something? Or there's something where people go, did you play the Catskills?
So it's confusing because the Catskills are a place, but there's also a town called Catskill.
Well, my parents used to take me to the Catskills when I was a kid.
Yeah, so this is in the Catskills, so it's a little town, and apparently if you're in that town, you don't go to a neighboring town to do go to activities or see shows. You stay in your little town, even if the next town over is 30 minutes away, which is insane. So I'm assuming that they don't ever leave that little...
when I was a kid, I thought it was cat skills, like a cat that had a lot of skills. Mm-hmm. But I realized later, it's cats kills.
Yeah, it means river. Kill means river.
Oh yeah, like it's fish Dutch. Kill. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was supposed to have another show there, but I had a disagreement with the co-producer person who she lives up there or whatever. But Johnny actually is the one that thought of the name for the show, and it's really clever.
What is it?
Dutch. Ooh, it's Dutch in Spiel.
Everything good?
Yeah, that's the doorbell. Oh, it's Dutch in Spiel Ovenheimer, but it's supposed to be Oppenheimer and Dutch oven.
Oppenheimer?
But she didn't, because I make Dutch oven fart jokes a lot, and she didn't understand. She still had the show. I told her in advance notice, but she changed the name to Dutch Spiel Ovenheimer, and she made up this whole thing about who Dutch Spiel Ovenheimer is, it's a person.
Okay.
But I was like, I don't think she gets it that it says Dutch oven. That's the fun. Yeah. That's what it's supposed to.
Dutch Ovenheimer. Yeah, that's the comedy.
It's the fart joke.
You invented the atom butt bomb, Dutch Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah, that's funny. I should get the door.
Yeah, of course. Long. I didn't know if.
You guys, it's been the banana show here. I'll just end it. This has been really fun. I love talking to you.
Oh, good.
John.
I'm glad.
John, the music producer, that is not my boyfriend. It's another person.
Likely story.
And your last name as well. I'm gonna just go get the door. It's over. I'm gonna have to.
It's over.
I walk off. This is the end because it's part of it, and then you can just do whatever.